just resubscribed for 4 months. Speaking of apes, how's the cat TV going?
Okay, let's not start that right out the gate. Give me a second.
KC_BB
Okay.
just subscribed.
I just put a fan in here. Can you guys hear it? I don't know. I've never turned it on in this room. Is it like whirring? We're coming out hot
Bloody
with some
Rivers
good
just
content.
resubscribed for 3
Asking
months.
about the fan background noise. No. Okay, perfect. We're good. Oh my God,
Maggie
everyone is
Miller
being so
just
sweet. Let's see.
resubscribed for 4 months. This is my favorite day of the year.
You and me both, brother. Sharon, thank you for the 2 gifted subs.
Silly Stigmata
Moon
just
Noom,
resubscribed
thank you for the
for 4
resub.
months.
Allman334, thank you for the resub. Z-Dubs with the gifted sub. Twihard with the resub. Oh my God,
Ash
T-Man20
just
Rocks with the prime
resubscribed for
resub.
3 months.
Casey BB with
Sending
the prime
lots of love
sub.
to Ian and chat.
Bloody
you are
Rivers.
amazing. Less than 3 red we heart eyes.
Less with 3 wacky heart eyes. Thank you. Bloody Rivers, thank you for the resub. Maggie Miller with the resub. Silly Stigmata, of course, and Ash X Tay. Thank you for the resub. You guys are legends. Icons. Thank you. Happy 420. Where's Weed Chat? Who's blazed tonight? Who is blazed up tonight? How are we feeling?
The Serial Head just subscribed.
The Serial Head with the sub. Thank you. I'm fucking blazed, says Helena Bald. Blazed out. The wig is snatched today. Man, I don't know. I'm thinking about
just
it.
resubscribed for 3 months.
Passalis
Wachri
heart eyes. Yes, some wachri heart eyes to you as well. Thank you. My cousin made this for me, by the way. I think it's
Crappy
so funny.
Little Hands just resubscribed for
got
2
that
months.
in the-
Hope no weed chatters are hyper aware of their bones and teeth now.
Crappy little hands with a little thought just to throw at all of y'all today. Yes, so I got my verified mug on the day that it was made irrelevant. Actually, it's almost the mark of the beast starting today. Now everyone will make fun of you if you have one of these after today. But it was a very nice gift. My cousin...
Bailey Queensland just subscribed.
I'm wondering if she has like a store I could direct people to. Bailey Queensland, thank you for the sub. You guys are so sweet. I feel like I haven't been online in it feels like ages. It's been like a week or something, which is crazy. Let's see. I just took 100 milligram edible. I'm scared. Just don't focus on, you know what? I'm not even going to do that to you. I thought about it, but I'm not going to do that to you. I don't want to throw out something like, isn't it weird that we could feel our tongue?
Sharon
Like it's just in there.
1911 just gifted 1 sub.
It's weird, right? But I don't think about it. Sharon, thank you for the gifted sub. Just don't think about it. Yeah, go watch the Sonic movie. That'll get you having a good old time. That'll make you feeling good. You'll be feeling powerful. I believe this is the right page. Oh, it's offline. Shoot. Let's see, where is it? I want to shout out my cousin here. My cousin who made this, she's very talented. She's very sweet. Ali Gerber Ceramics. This is her page. She's made a bunch of stuff for me. It always looks really good. She's made a couple things that have been seen on the podcast. Some other things. Very talented. So go give her some love if you're interested in that. Rycology, thank you for the sub. Thank you. And Peepo Kiss, thank you for the sub. I'm feeling the love. You guys are so sweet. No way, that's my cousin too? Whoa. What a coincidence. That's my brother? Wow. Thank you. First time chat. Thank you. Thank you. You guys are so sweet. I can't. The last time I smoked, I had like a weird
Jane_age just
moment with Ruben.
subscribed.
Jane Rage. Thank you for the sub. Ruben, I started hyper focusing on the fact that Ruben was like alive, like he was like a separate being on Earth that. And then I was like thinking, like, does he have like a soul? Does he have like a spirit? What are the levels of that? And then I just started really thinking about it, because then, oh, I remember what happened. It's been a while. So what happened was I was washing my hands in the bathroom, because that's what I always do. No matter what anybody says, I was washing my hands in the bathroom. And then Ruben rolls in, and I had been washing my hands for a while, and I was kind of zonked out. I was just like, I was looking around, but I wasn't really forming thoughts. I was in that zone where every new sentence you say, you forget the last sentence you said. So you're like, I'm halfway through a sentence, and I'm like, I don't even remember how this started, and I don't know how this is going to finish. But I was doing that, and then Ruben came in, and then I started thinking, oh my God, my headspace, the way I was able to think these thoughts, which was half-baked at the time, but I was sitting there thinking, like, this must be what Ruben feels like. Like, as a cat, because he'll just be like, little thoughts just fly at him that are like, food, chicken, shit, vomit, vomit again, eat cat grass, piss, smell something, scratch on
Baby
on the
Matcha Latte
couch,
just
fuck the
resubscribed
couch
for
up,
3 months.
bury a hole in our living room chair, make a giant fucking hole in the side of it, shit again. And it's just moving like that. And I started being like, oh my God, I'm doing that. I'm having thoughts like, shit, hungry, shit, drink water, shit. And I was like, I'm like a cat. I'm thinking like a cat right now. Baby Matcha Latte, thank you for the resub. They don't think in words like that. No, and neither was I. I'm putting words to describe it, but it's more of just the feeling. Like, if I were to not use words, like if I were not to say thirsty, drink, it would be like, I don't know. Does that make sense? Are you following? I'm not even high at the moment, but that was sort of how things were flowing. And that was the last time I got high. And actually, Sam was like, what the fuck are you doing? Because we don't smoke. We don't smoke ever. I felt drawn back to being aware of myself in a way. And then I got super self-conscious and embarrassed, because I was like, I'm just high on the couch alone. Yes, do not perceive me. Yes, she perceived me. And then I got really in my head, and then I started freaking out. And so, yeah, that, and then it was all downhill. And I haven't really gotten high since. So that was that. That was the end of that saga. But I don't know. Can you smoke on Twitch? Still got that tin? Yeah, I do. Actually, Sam just texted me saying the weed people might be there soon, because we're having a delivery of weed because we're doing like a Guess Who's High thing on the on the podcast tomorrow. So I'll have to run in a second and go get that. Not saying I'm going to be one of the people smoking tomorrow, but I don't know. I'm not like a good high person. I don't know. I don't do well. I pretended at Coachella. I pretended. Someone offered me a hit, and I kind of did like such a little baby one. I did like a little, just a little, because I'm like, I don't want to do this.
Stubsney just gifted one
Z
sub.
Dubsney. It was a polite, yes. I was being polite. It was a little. Just a little. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you. You Bill Clinton did? Yes. Hilarious the destruction of Frank's rep. I just learned about him. Gone and fluttered away. Just, he's gone. The subreddit seems to have, it's devolved. I I saw this one post, and I don't know how I'd be able to find it again. But I've been looking at my recent Frank Ocean, Coachella, and r/South Africa. That was because I was looking for Bebo drink. Once again, the nectar of the gods. Someday I would hope to find this, but it is not this day. This is all you need right here. This is all you need on reddit.com. Anyways, I've been reading all of the cope and the fighting and the arguments on this subreddit regarding Frank Ocean at Coachella. And it's been pretty entertaining. The worst cope I think I've seen, the worst cope, I saw someone who wrote this post. There were so many situations during his show where he would finish a song and it seemed like he had no fucking idea what happens next. He was like me when I got high and thought I was a cat. He was just in the thoughts and feelings were happening, and it was like he was starting sentences and he didn't know what was going to end the sentence. But he would finish the song and then he would look over at his engineer, and this gave me big Kanye vibes. It was like I was transported back. The nostalgia hit me like a wave as he looked over to his scared-looking engineer and going, I was like, oh man, I've been transported back to the good old days. And then he'd look at the audience and go, and then he'd stomp over, so mad, and I could see all of this from where I was. He'd stomp over to his engineer, and he'd look at him, and you couldn't hear him. They turned the mic off, but you just see him going. Nostalgic. And the crowd was just dead quiet. It was just dead silent. And I saw this post that was this Frank Ocean fan who was saying how he felt as if the dead silence between songs, while we all sat and waited, it'd be like a minute, it'd be like 2 straight minutes of him like trying to figure out what to do next. Trying to figure out what the fuck is even happening in his set list. And they were like, actually, the dead quiet between songs was something so special. I've never experienced anything like that at a show before. It was like the audience was all in a communal meditation, just waiting on the edge of our seat to see what would happen next. He created an experience that I've never gotten anywhere else. the silence. And I'm like, you motherfucker, you are so funny. The copium is... I'm gonna have to... Someone needed to scream medic, because this dude was huffing so much copium. I'm surprised he didn't pass out in the crowd. I'm looking to see if I can find the post. Or even an example of what he was talking about. It was so funny. Okay. I want to see if I can find, like, when a song ends and it's dead quiet. Listen.
They had one job, bro.
Okay, so that wasn't too bad, but there was a... Oh wait, he fucked it up. Look, there it is. There it is. This kept happening. No. Stop it. Turn it off. Turn it off. Fucking sucked. It sucks. Look at all those phones. And he's walking over. I could see the engineer over on the side. He's bitching him out right now. What the fuck's wrong with you? You played the song exactly how it sounds. And he's like, all right, we're good. Plays it, it sounds exactly the same.
1K Beeler just gifted 1 sub.
1K Beeler, thank you for the gifted sub. There it is again. I'm just skipping around. And that looks like... Come on, bro. Wait, I didn't... That's a funny timestamp to land on because... TMZ Frank Ocean. What's like the official line? Frank Ocean drops out of Coachella after fracturing ankle. In a statement provided to TMZ, Frank's reps say after suffering an injury to his leg on festival grounds leading up to weekend 1, he was unable to perform the intended show. On doctor's advice, he's not able to perform weekend 2 due to 2 fractures and a sprain in his left leg, which is funny for reading that and watching this. There he is. That doesn't look like 2 fractures and a sprained leg to be doing moves like that. Maybe I'm not a doctor. I'm no doctor, you know. But I have a bit of a hot take. Didn't know you had a Twitch? Well, you do now. Welcome, welcome. Gimme Boomfire. Thank you for stopping by. I have a bit of a hot take here. Here it comes. I don't think it is as bad, and I don't want to come across as a fucking simp. I'm not excusing it. I think he was an asshole in the way that this was conducted. But the actual elements of it, I don't think... Ian Dick Rider. See, here it comes. Here it comes. I don't think it's as bad as people are making it out to be.
Sharon 1911.
I know that's a hot take.
Gimme Boomfire a subscription. Sharon 1911 gifted a tier 1 sub to
Stop.
Gimme Boomfire.
Yeah.
They have given 322 gift subs in the channel.
Goofy sound effect just in time. Sharon, thank you for the gifted. Thank you, thank you. Here's why how can you accept that behavior? I don't. I don't. But I don't think that this performance is unsalvageable, and I'll explain why. But I'll show you an example, because when he did play music, it sounded amazing. It sounded amazing. Here's an example. Right after he did this bullshit where he's jumping up on his broken leg, on his fucking leg that snapped. Basically, he doesn't even have a leg. This man is operating on one leg up here. This leg of his pants is stuffed with cotton. He doesn't even have a second leg. But listen to this. Because this is some bullshit. He messed up. He did a false start. Whatever. He's dicking around. He's wasting time. But then when he played, I thought this, like, the remixes were so sick. I know this sounds like shit on the phone. But this is not helping me exactly in my case. His live voice sounded so good. And I love the little remix. It sounds cool. I hate it. Yeah. I think he did a couple like remix versions of songs, which I thought was really interesting, because it's like, I liked that doing that with the music. It gave it like a spin that felt like, oh, this is cool. I'm getting something I've never gotten. It was same when he came out with Novocaine right at the start. And it had this like upbeat. Where does it pick up speed? Right here. With the drummer and the guitarist, and I thought the visuals were so sick. I thought this giant screen, like seeing it on a monitor and on a phone and stuff, doesn't do it justice. It was like, I was sitting there going like, what type of camera is he using to shoot this like ultra wide? Like, they had to install this entire center part of the screen. This whole shit was not here before his set. This whole thing had to be installed in the hour before he went on. And so seeing this giant fucking screen with these really cool visuals, they had these cameras that were just on a dolly that would just consistently just like circling him. And then there was a handheld one that they cut to. And then I believe there was even one or two more just giant cameras. So when standing there, it was very like, it filled your whole vision. I loved all the angles. I loved the way that it cut around. I loved the giant screen. I thought it was sick. So when I say I don't think it's as bad as people were making it out to be, I think that there's a skeleton here And God, I sound like such a fucking simp. I'm not though, because I'm getting out the good. I'm saying the good parts. I think there's a skeleton of a really, really sick performance here. And it sucks that he didn't just like fucking get his shit together and come back and fix the couple problems for week 2. Because it's doable. It's like not a lot would need to happen to fix it. Really. Did he bail on week 2? Yes, he canceled. He dropped out. I fucking hate playing music live. I think he's like stage shy or something, because you also see, where is it? Not only did he hide himself behind these dudes just walking around, and then he also put this giant fucking screen. He's basically playing backstage. You get this little, it's like you're looking in someone's mailbox. You're looking in the letter slot to watch Frank Ocean perform. But then on top of that, I'm trying to see a shot of it. You can kind of see it, but these lights also blocked the opening. So, and these lights were not used. These were straight up just put here to hide him even more. It's like trying to see somebody through the crack of a stall. You know, when you're trying to see if a stall is occupied and you're like, oop. That's how I felt watching this show. I felt like I wasn't meant to see him. So, you know, that I think he's like stage shy or something. He's really trying to hide himself back there. But it sounded cool. There was another song that he played that I'd recognized, and I thought it was so funny.
Caitlin 1797 just resubscribed for 3 months.
Thank you, Caitlin, for the Prime resub. Thank you, thank you. He played this other song called Wise Man, which he originally made for the Hateful Eight soundtrack. And it's not in the Hateful Eight. The song is not in the movie because apparently he played it for Quentin Tarantino. And Tarantino said, this song is so beautiful that it feels wrong to put it in my movie. Apparently. If I'm remembering reading about it at the time when it came out, this is what it sounds like, the original. So this song is only on the Hateful Eight CD, which I do have.
Wise man closes his mouth, madman closes his fist, young man shows his age, judge man named his sin, bad man don't exist, no evil man exists, good man don't exist, no righteous man exists.
Here it is.
Sad man cannot
Here it is.
Birdo 916 just subscribed.
Birdo, thank you for the Prime sub. Thank you, thank you. Quentin Tarantino explains why Frank Ocean isn't on the Django Unchained soundtrack.
Bionic Broccoli just resubscribed for 4 months.
Thank you, Bionic
Wahri
Broccoli.
Heart Eyes.
Wahri Heart Eyes. Thank you, thank you. Frank Ocean wrote a fantastic ballad that was truly lovely.
Just resubscribed for 4 months.
Alexis, thank you, thank you. Thank you for the resub. A fantastic ballad that was truly lovely and poetic in every way. There just wasn't a scene for it. I could have thrown it in quickly just to have it, but that's not why he wrote it and not his intention. So I didn't want to cheapen his effort. The song is fantastic. When Frankie decides to unleash it on the public, they'll realize it then. And then ultimately it was put on the CD. This is what it sounds like.
Never witnessed father weep. This old man thought it weak, but strong men don't exist, no undying man exists. Weak men don't exist, no, just flesh and blood exists. But your mother will be proud of you. I bet your mother will be proud of you. The beast will crawl.
It's so good.
Surf, then fall in the dirt to feed the crows.
It's such a good fucking song. And then I was like, it was why I was engaged during the concert, because he would suddenly appear with like this reworked version of his music, and he did that song, and this is what it sounded like when he played it live.
Big Veganer just subscribed.
Big vegan nerd, or as the robot said, big vegan nerd. Thank you for the sub. This is what it sounded like live. It's so interesting. I don't know how I feel about it. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely worse, but it was interesting. He starts like screaming here in a second. Which is just like, I thought it was cool that he would be, you know, he'd be like, I could just play the songs as you know them and you can all sing along, and you could have some guy next to you just screaming the lyrics and his voice is so fucking horrible, but he just wants to say it as loud as he does. And that did happen to me, and it was driving me nuts. The guy next to me right in my ear screaming every lyric, and he was getting the tempo all off. Or he could be like, no, you know, I could just do that, but I'm going to try and do some new shit. You know. And so I appreciated that aspect of it. That'll be me when I see the Strokes. I'm that person at concerts. It's one of my worst traits. I mean, I get it. I'm sure I do it too. I get it. But when I realize I'm doing it, then I just start mouthing the words. You do new shit in a small club. I mean, I don't know. I appreciated the attempt to be like, you could just go listen to my CD if you want, but I'm going to perform it in a way that you can only get here. You can straight up only get this here. I thought that was cool. But then on to the negatives, which is what everyone has talked about.
Crabtronics just resubscribed for 4 months.
Crabtronics, thank you for the resub. Thank you. The negatives, I waited for so fucking long. Wait, can I look like I'm right. Where is it? Wait, this like looks like so close to where I was. I waited hours at this fucking spot to have a good spot. I feel like I could almost like, I'd probably see my my head around here somewhere. But I was like somewhere right along the barricade because I thought he was going to use this walkway. He never used this damn walkway. He hid in the backstage. So I spent hours. Did you have to pee? I straight up waited until I peed. And then I didn't drink water for a while. I waited hours to get in. Did you diaper up? Nah, I shit in someone's tent, you know? Just dropped the big one in someone's tent on the way over. But then he never used it. He never used it because he had this stupid... I mean, you guys all know the story by now. With his... Oh, here's a clip of him leaving, by the way. There he is. Look at that. Look at that motherfucker. He's just walking. He's just cruising. There he goes. Bye-bye. I'm out. I'm out. No cancellation fee. I got an injury. I'm looking for the picture. Oh, and here's another. I love that everyone's finding all these clips of him dancing. With his... He doesn't even have legs. These are actually just some pieces of wood, and he's just rested his torso on just planks of wood. 2 giant peg legs. It's actually pretty admirable that he even was able to do that with no legs. Yeah, here's a photo of the whole screen. It's like huge. But I'm trying to find the picture of the ice skating rink. I can't find it. There was this walkway that led to this ice skating rink. Here it is. Can I not click on it? There it is. I'm sure you guys all know there were all these like hockey players that were hired that were meant to go down that walkway and skate in circles on this ice rink the whole performance. That was what was meant to happen, allegedly. The ice skaters have talked about this. Some of the skaters have talked about this.
Green Tea Spleen just
Green
subscribed.
Tea Spleen, thank you for the sub. So, apparently, I don't know, Frank thought he was going to skate. I don't know why. That doesn't sound very practical to sing. And if you've got like 100 ice skaters on this tiny ice rink, why would you want to go skate? I think visually it's cooler for the people in the back to just watch these ice skaters just cruise around, and he's up on stage singing. I don't understand why that's so difficult to pull off, really. But so I waited so long up against the barrier, and he never used the damn thing, which it's like, why? Who cares if he has a messed up leg? It seems like send the ice skaters out, have them skate, and straight up perform exactly as you did. You don't even have to really change anything. You can be up there in your little mailbox performing. He could be up there just performing while his whole squad, his gang, is just figure skating around looking like the Charlie Brown Peanuts. This is what I was imagining would be happening while he's singing like White Ferrari. It's just the Peanuts are just circling around in the middle of the middle of the crowd. This is the all he has to do is send out the Peanuts, and they're out there on this fucking thing, just zipping around, do 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 do, and then you freaking lay the You have a snow machine. The snow machine starts freaking blasting out. Just going crazy. He has this much time to rehearse the songs. And he's still up there, doesn't know what song is coming up next. I'm like, dude, you gotta, by now, you've had 3 years to know, all right, it's Self-Control, and then it's Pyramids, and then it's Novocaine, and then it's, and then it's Forrest Gump. Like, that's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta remember. But he seemed to be completely clueless up there in terms of his set list. So you just rehearse the set list. You rehearse the set list. Send out the figure skaters. You don't have to skate, bro. No one is making you skate. No one is asking for you to skate. No one wants you to skate. I don't think anybody wants to see Frank Ocean skate. Did he do swim good? No, he did not. If I'm not skating, no one's skating? Yeah, maybe that's what it was. He was going to be a little jealous. If all of these peanuts were out there skating around having a good old time, Frank would have been a little salty, a little jealous. And so, of course, he could not let them skate without him. He wasn't going to be left out. So, that's all you got to do. Rehearse the songs and send out the skaters. I don't think this is some sort of unsalvageable performance. It's pretty easy. You'd be amazed if he came out there like Christy Yamaguchi. I mean, sure, I'd love if he came out and did like a triple Lux cow or whatever, double flip. If he came out and he did the, what's the move from, the Blades of Glory special move? The Iron Lotus. If him and Tyler, the Creator, came out here and did the Iron Lotus. Where is it? Don't lie, you still cried? Yes. I could solve all of this. It's not a hard fix. But anyways, as I said, there were a lot of parts that I liked. You know what? Something else is everyone was complaining about how late he was, right? He was so late. Now, as someone who was there, I stayed there and I sat through Caliucci's and I sat through an hour and a half of Bjork, and my spine was killing me during Bjork. I wanted to sit down so bad. But as someone who sat there the whole time, right? Bjork finished. And by the way, Bjork came out looking like when I accidentally left like a piece of deli meat in the fridge for too long. This is what Bjork looked like during her set. She looked like when you go to do the dishes and it's been a while and you look under a dish that's been, and you're like, you just slowly put the dish back down. You're like, I'm going to deal with that later. That's what Bjork looked like. But it's cool. And she actually evolved. She evolved because this is how she started. at the start of the show. At the start, she just looked like when I vacuum up some Reuben hair, you know? And then she left at the end, and then she came out like this bacteria Pokemon for her little encore. It was pretty sick outfit. It was very, very cool. The problem is Bjork is one of those artists that, you know, I don't know the words, right? I don't know if many people know the words. Does anyone in here know the words to more than one Bjork song? Like you could sing along. I do, yes, yes. People do. Okay. It all kind of blended together in like a, she had a full orchestra. It was really sick. Let me see if there's like a video of it. Is this a video?
Fantastic conductor from Iceland, Bjarni Frímann.
The whole thing was like this. She had the full orchestra. She looks like a fish caught in a net, like a Finding Nemo situation, trying to break out of there with the music and everything. Y'all know the words to this one? Y'all, we're all saying you know all the words. Everyone in chat suddenly knows every word to every Bjork song a second ago. Y'all tell me you be in the crowd woeing and wooing. I'm telling you, she looks like a fisherman just caught her ass. Look at the crowd. Look at the faces on the crowd. Everyone is just vibing out. Everyone's just taking it in. She just scream. Listen to that scream. Hold on, I gotta go back. Listen to that. She just got a pterodactyl just grabbed her ass. The cameraman missed the shot. Look at this fucking guy. This guy right here. He just watched Bjork get freaking eaten by a pterodactyl. That's crazy. That's the that face right there. I love. Wait, I just want to have it muted where I want to see when the pterodactyl scream occurs, and you could see the faces where they register. This guy's going, "Oh my god, here it comes! It's flying in!" Whoa. He got spooked. You could see it in his face. This guy, every face is so stunned. Everyone's face is shook. Watch. Whoa. Whoa. Oh my god. The look of shock. Oh my god, it's terrifying on point 25. Wait. Let me hear that scream. Wow. So that's where I was. And she's out. That was it. She's done. Now, I enjoyed it, but these are one of those performances where I would love to just sit down, have a little picnic, have a little glass of wine, and just absorb, right? But I had been standing there waiting for Frank Ocean, late ass, tide was out, and my back was killing me. Every 5 seconds, she's screaming up there. A Wilhelm scream, and I'm up there doing this the whole time. Ugh. But all that being said, throwing it back, yeah, I was just making a clap actually to Bjork the Iceland icon. But all that being said, can't hang in the pit anymore. Oh no, I'm too old. I'm too old. I'm washed up. I'm washed up. But all that being said, she finished her set. And Frank Ocean, here's the set times. I got here like 6:30, by the way. He's meant to go on in 2.5 hours. That's how long I stood there. And he didn't even use the goddamn walkway. But she finished her set at 8:40, right? As someone who was standing there, the stage crew started disassembling her set and working on his set instantly, right? Immediately. So she's out 8:40. 8:45 they start on his set. Now, when Frank Ocean actually came on stage at around 11:20 or something, whatever it was like 11:20. The stage crew finished setting up around 11:15. So this entire block, the stage wasn't done. They were working on it the whole time. He couldn't have come out earlier.
222 party just resubscribed for 4 months.
Liv, thank you for the resub. Thank you for the prime. Appreciate you. So everyone's saying Frank Ocean was so late. He was so late. I watched the crew. They had like 25 people on stage the whole time, working the entire time. So that seems like a scheduling issue that also I think you'd want to fix, which is an easy fix. Isn't that because of him not wanting the skaters anymore? Well, I'm guessing if that giant screen had to be installed because they took the ice rink down. No, people are saying it's because he had to melt the ice rink. That's not true, because I was watching the stage and there was a whole crew of people screwing in and bringing in cameras and installing this giant screen and setting up all of he had these big, like, I don't know if they were like, I think they were synthesizer machines or something. They had to bring all those in and hook all those up. They were doing that the entire time. There was no time where they were all doing the ice rink and nothing was happening on the stage. People were working on the stage until 5 minutes before Frank came out. So logistically, even if he wanted to perform 30 minutes early or something, it wasn't done. So now I don't know what level of that involves his last minute changes. Like, I'm curious, if the ice skaters came out, does he say, no, I don't want this giant crazy fucking ultra wide screen? But they had to install this whole thing. This took like 45 minutes to put this screen up. This took forever. So I'm curious how whether you have the ice rink or not, I don't understand how he could have come out earlier, which seems like an easy fix on Coachella's end. I'd just say, like, move Caliucci's or something to I don't know, the outdoor theater, move her over, bump up Bjork an hour, and then move Frank an hour forward. And then you avoid the curfew, which is why he had to leave early, is because they went over curfew. And you give the crew enough time to finish setting up the stage. This seems like a super easy fix. I don't know. It's a shame that everyone gave up on it. To be honest. You can't have Bjork during daylight? No, by the time she came on, the sun had already gone down. The sun went down pretty much during Caliucci's set. If you move her up an hour, I don't know. She still plays into the night. But everyone gave up. Everyone was a crybaby about it. Like I said, you just move the schedule so he doesn't go over curfew. Figure out your set lineup. You had the first week. You saw what went wrong. You make the adjustments. You send out the ice skaters. You don't have to skate. Just sing the way you did, but there's ice skaters at the same time. And give some more time for the staff to set up the screen. It seems super simple. So anyways, but the whole thing I was seeing about, they were like, they had to wait. They had to wait for him to melt the ice rink. That was straight up not true. I was watching the stage and it was actually driving me fucking crazy because there was a big orange ladder that this guy kept going up and down the ladder. And I kept seeing this ladder and it was driving me crazy because I'm like, as long as there's a fucking ladder on stage, you don't go from ladder to performance in 2 minutes, right? As long as I see this dumbass orange ladder, I know I'm still 20 minutes away, at least, bare minimum. So there are people screwing and moving things in this dumbass fuck ladder. I agree. That ladder was there. People were working on it up until he came on. So that's a bit of context that I've seen skipped over. And why I'm like, yeah, it's too bad. I would have loved to see him come back and address these issues. I'm really bummed out because my ass was stuck here the whole time. And I missed out on some other shit. I mean, I heard this artist Fisher and Chris Lake. I'm not familiar actually with their music.
Pop_Lene just resubscribed for 4 months. 4-month gang.
4-month gang. Shout out Papa Lene. Thank you. Didn't even use the damn walkway. That's right. Your white ass? Yes, my white ass was stuck at the damn stage the whole time. Knocked loose? See, I'm not familiar. You know who I'm really bummed out about, right? I was so bummed because this motherfucker was so late. He didn't come on till way up here. And then he didn't even use the damn walkway. I'll say this over and over again. I would have loved to see this artist, Sudan Archives. I would have fucking loved to have seen this artist. I got put onto her fairly recently. And her music is really good. This is her new album. It came out last year. This whole record is so good. She has like the instrumentation and all that is so cool and different throughout the whole thing. Um and you know everyone would have been over here. I bet it was empty over here. Oh, it would have been so good. Uh I wish that this was at a different time slot. Uh Because where this was is a really tiny venue too. So it would have been like a super intimate show. Oh, it would have been so good. We need an Ian dancing emote. I know there's got to be a video of me dancing. Like I could cut me dancing. I'll do it. I'll do it right now. Let's see. Let me turn all this shit off. Okay. We got to get a dancing. Here we go. I'm moving like a parakeet. It's giving seagull. I'm trying to do as many bird-like movements as possible. There we go. There's got to be a there's got to be a fucking GIF in there somewhere. Thank you for introducing me to this. I know. She is so good. So good.
Stupsney just gifted one
Stubsney,
sub.
thank you for the gifted sub. She's playing Weekend 2, same time as Blink. I'd go to this. If I were going back, I would go to this instead of Blink 182. I'm gonna go get some water. I'll be right back. Let's see, what are the... Blink 182 is too... I don't know. They've been around the block, you know? There's no way you peed that fast? I didn't. I will pee if I drink all this, though. I've heard this one before? Oh, cool. This whole record is good. I would recommend checking it out. Sudan Archives. Super good. That's why I was so bummed. They were playing in this small ass tent over here during the Frank Ocean set, so you know it was empty. I'm kind of jealous of people who went over there. Who else did I see? I might as well just go through who I saw. Oh, it was so weird. I'd never heard of this group. El Michel's Affair. I think they're like a jazz band or something. Let's see. I mainly just went and saw them because they were in the area where there was air conditioning. And it was a vibe. It was chill. But I was sitting in there, and then suddenly they're like, "Ladies and gentlemen, Freddie Gibbs." And Freddie Gibbs comes up on stage, and he was like, I think he was like super high, because he even said, he was like, I don't even know why they brought my high ass on stage. But he just like freestyled over this music. That was really cool. It was a vibe. .420 freestyle, dude. I just did a bird dance for like 20 minutes. Don't push. Oh, let me turn on my shit again. Also, Schwa Waters, thank you for the resub. And Z-Dubs, thank you for the gifted sub. There's that. There is that. There's that. There's you guys. Welcome back. And there's that. Okay, great. Who else did I see? I'm looking. I saw some of Porter Robinson. I didn't realize he was like a. I thought he was just a DJ, but he plays all these, instruments. It's like a band. Oh, I went and saw Ways Blood. Ways Blood was so good. I love Ways Blood. I don't know if you guys are familiar. That was kind of it. I mean, I didn't really see many people on Sunday. No play some. Ways Blood is like super chill. It's very relaxing. I like this. It's very like calming music though. It's just very. I sat on the grass and I just, just sat there. My legs were bleeding because my shoes were uncomfortable, and I just sat there, just like. It was good. Ruben pilled. Yeah. Need that as an emote. Yeah, grab a. We could do an emote of that. Grab a screenshot of this now. It's a little too much like I'm doing a Hago face. A little too much. She's super good though, very relaxing, very nice, very nice. Um, I wanted to go to Christine and the Queens, but that's when I went over to go wait for this fucking dude. So I didn't get to see them, which was a shame. I'm just getting a refresher on who I saw. I saw Mark Rebier, obviously. He was incredible, really amazing. Then I was going to go to Young Lean, but then we went to Kenny Beats instead. And then I went back over to Charlie XCX, and then I stayed there for Rosalia, and then I ran over to watch Jai Paul, and then from Jai Paul I ran over to watch Blackpink, And then from Blackpink, I ran over to watch Labyrinth. And then I went to my tent. I missed Boy Genius. I would have liked to have seen them. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough time. But yeah, Blackpink was great. GERD today? Yeah, a little bit. I was doing too many bird movements. Overall, I had a lot of fun. It was cool. Oh my god. I gotta check the fucking... I'm sorry, guys. 1 second. Okay. Okay, my dogs are up. My dogs are up. This fucking basketball team is so cursed. This cursed ass basketball team. Sharon, I will demod you. Don't start. Do not start with that Laker shit. Have you been a Clippers fan your whole life? No. No. I got into them when I moved to LA. But my stupid team, I showed you guys on stream our second best player. And once again, I won't dig into the ins and outs of all the basketball shit because I know not everyone loves basketball. But I showed you guys the clip of our second best player where his leg bent backwards. It was looking like a boomerang. So our second best player has been out because his leg bent backwards. But we still had our best player. We still had our best player going to the playoffs. Until today. Now our fucking best player is out due to sprained right knee. You showed that on stream? Yeah, it wasn't that bad, to be honest. But it wasn't good. The leg thing. But now, this dude's out with a sprained right knee. So our two best players are gone.
Baby Matcha Latte just
Baby
gifted 5
Matcha Latte.
subs.
Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Legend, legend, legend. That's so sweet. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate you. God, I hate the... God, I need to fade it out. I need to add a button to fade out the cheering. It's jarring. Play Kawhi's laugh. He has the best laugh. Kawhi has the best laugh. I have a pair of Kawhi shoes, and he has some of the worst basketball shoes I've seen. I'm curious what you guys think. He put out... Okay. He has a bunch of different colorways of this shoe. But I want the if there are any sneakerheads in chat, I want to get your take. On the Kawhi Leonard Jolly Ranchers. What do we think, guys? What do we think of the Kawhi Leonard Jolly Ranchers? I saw these in a thrift store the other day. Heartbreaking. Kind of fresh, fire. Those suck balls. That's a nod to the hell nah. I don't hate them. It's kind of mixed. Kind of a mixed chat. Kawhi Jolly Ranchers. I'm doing I'm doing a poll. All right, I put a poll up. I'm curious. What you guys think? Okay, fire is winning right now. That's very interesting. You'd have to style them right? Yeah, I don't know how. That's a tough sell. Okay, shit is winning now. The shit emoji is winning. Those are cool. Fire. All right, we're kind of torn. Ironically, fire. Okay. Maybe I should have bought them at the thrift store. Maybe I should have bought them. It seems like it's not too far of a 50-50 in terms of the opinion. I would wear them for fun if I found it at the thrift. I know. I probably should have bought them. Actually, I think they're the wrong size. I think that's why I didn't get them. But these retailed for like $125, I'd probably say. How does that factor into the equation? Definitely a conversation piece. Yeah. What brand put them out? They're New Balances. Looks like it's, oh my God, it's almost a 50-50 split. Let me change my vote. Let me see how much they are exactly. Kauai, Jolly Rancher, New Balance price. It's a 51% shit in chat to 49% fire. That's pretty crazy. Yo, they're even more than I thought. Yeah, look at these fucking things. Kauai is all business until it comes to his favorite candy. They retail for $160. The pick with the candy is dope. $160 for the Jollies. I would have guessed they're older than 2 years. I know. They're fresh. Let me actually... Hold on. Okay. Yeah, they're a lot. So, Sam bought me the Kauai's. I got the white ones, and I think these are pretty clean. I am a fan of these. She got me these as a gift. They got the Kauai on the thing. It's like his signature on the back. Oh, Young Fika with the raid. Thank you, brother. Thank you, thank you. We're just talking about these basketball shoes, the Jolly Ranchers. These are $160. We just ran a poll to decide if these are fire or shit. Shit won by one vote.
Baby Matcha Latte just
One vote.
gifted 5 subs.
Baby Matcha Latte, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you, thank you. Applause and cut it off. Okay, a little more, a little more, a little more. Okay.
Young Fika just resubscribed for 4 months. I had to end my stream cause I'm shitting myself.
You're shitting? What did you eat? Well, bro, what time is it in Sweden? You're eating like... You're putting like fried chicken burgers cooked in the back of your trunk at like 6 in the morning. Too much milk. Oh, it's the milk.
Bunny on the Moon just subscribed.
Bunny on the Moon, thank you for the sub. Thank you, thank you. He had a milkshake and a flurry at 5 a.m. Dude, that guy has an iron stomach. I've watched him grill meat using like you should try and grill some meat using just your cigarette lighter in your car. Just sear it. I'm sure your stomach can handle that. But I hope you go and you shit, and I hope it's a nice, clean one. My friend. I'll play the applause for that, and then I'll cut it off.
Mega Awesome Nerd just resubscribed for 4 months. Twitch
Thank
keeps
you.
asking me to let you know, so I'm yielding. Loving today's stream so far.
Thank you. Thank you, Avery, for the resub. Thank you, thank you. And Kami Kev.
666 just resubscribed for 4 months. You were too smart for my cameo request.
Oh, Kami Kev. You're trying to get me to slander Kami Kev with that cameo request. I didn't want any smoke, dude. You wanted me to fire out some slander. I didn't want the smoke.
Lilover Boy just subscribed.
Lil Lover Boy. Thank you for the sub. Thank you, thank you. So we decided that the Jolly Ranchers are shit, but I have a twist. I have a twist on the Jolly Ranchers, okay? I have a twist.
Kit Titty just subscribed.
Kitty Titty, thank you for the sub. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate you. Oh my god, the subs are piling in. You guys are so sweet.
Bunk just subscribed.
Dunk Bunk. Thank you for the sub. All right, I have a twist. Okay? I have a twist. We decided these were shit by 1 vote. But, new twist. The Jolly Rancher Blue Raspberry. What do we think of these?
Dan the Deceiver just resubscribed for 2 months. We all know if Teddy Fresh made those shoes, we'd all be pogging FR.
They are clean. I guess I could see it. Thank you for the resub, Dan. Thank you. Are these worse? Are these worse or better? Let's run a poll. Let's run the same poll. Blue raspberry shoes? Okay, we'll do fire or we'll do shit. Start poll. What do we think of these? I'm surprised if you guys think these are whoa. We got the lo-fi girl. It's too loud. Too loud. Turn her down. Turn her down. Okay.
Corybug31 just resubscribed for 2 months.
Corybug, thank you for the resub. Thank you, thank you. The blue ones are worse. Now, let me see. Shit is winning again, but it's not that different in terms of the poll. Shit is winning 55% to 45% fire. I'm surprised, though. I would rather have the blue because at least it's like a solid color. I feel like it's easier to style the blue and the yellow versus this, which is like a straight up clown shoe. This has way more opportunities to clash with your stuff. The yellow and blue is a lot. I'd prefer if they were just blue and the top was like a different shade of blue. But shit is taking the lead. Wow. You guys think this one is worse than this one? Both of these are wild. It's weird because the regulars, they have his number right here. They got his like stats on the tongue. 4 times All-Star, 2-time champion, 2 times Finals MVP, 2 times Defensive Player of the Year. I love these shoes. I love these shoes. White sucks too. These are comfortable. I sniff it. Not bad. I wear these just I do play basketball in them. I don't just wear them around. I don't wear them like stylistically. Are you hooping in those? Yeah, I went and played basketball the other day. And this dude at the park was like, he goes, I'm terrible basketball player. Horrible. And this guy comes up to me. I'd been playing for like an hour, just shooting by myself. I'm ready to go. I'm sunburnt to shit. By the way, shit won the poll. 57%. You guys said this is a shit. This is a shit shoe. I was ready to leave, and then this dude, he was like 5'7". He looked like Bradley Cooper elf. Like this 5'7" Bradley Cooper elf looking man was like, he walked over and goes, hey, 1v1? And I was like, ugh. I was like, fine. And he fucking cooked me, dude. He cooked my ass so hard. I was hyperventilating. Sweat. I'm red as shit. I'm like this color red. I'm like Jolly Rancher heel red. And this dude balled the fuck out. And he was doing that thing too where he knew I was cooked. He knew I was cooked. So, like, I'd go to the 3-point line. He would not even bother trying to come put his arm up. He would just kind of take a breath. Because he's like, this fucking guy. He's like, I don't have to do anything on this one. I'm going to catch my breath for a second. And he was right. I got owned. I got owned so hard. He posting you up? No, it wasn't like that. It was like he was quick. He was like a little chipmunk out there. He was just like moving around like that. It was stressing me out. I just blame it on having COVID multiple times. Oh, I was out of breath. I've had COVID a few times, you know, gets to me. You know, just blame it on COVID. Just blame it on that. It's fine. It's the humidity. Yeah, that's also good. I'll use that next time. That's a good one.
Cleelk just subscribed.
Cleelk. Cleelq. Thank you for the prime sub. Thank you. Sorry, I got long COVID. Yeah, it's been years. I still got long COVID. That's why you cooked my ass like a Christmas ham. This is rough. I actually never told this story, but I played basketball in middle school, and I had transferred to a new school. I'd started telling this story on stream the other day, and I never finished it. I played basketball in middle school, and I had transferred, and I joined the basketball team at this new school, and I didn't know anyone, and no one knew me. I was the new kid, right? And we play a game. It's our first away game. And the coach didn't know me. He didn't know how I was as a player. But I was new. And he put me on a little later in the game. He let me come off the bench. And I'm in for like a minute or two. He put me in pretty close to the end of the game. We go down the court. They pass it to me for the first time ever. I don't know anybody. I'm like deep past the 3-point line. And for some stupid reason, I don't know. I guess I watched Like Mike on VHS earlier that week or something. I was feeling a little frisky. Way past the 3-point line, and I didn't know how to shoot a basketball either. So here, I'll use my crystal ball to demonstrate my technique. I had not figured out how to like shoot the ball, so I would shoot it like a shot put. Where I would shoot it like this. I would launch it forward. Like a cannonball in a cartoon, and you just you get pulled away with the cannonball. I always love looking in here whenever I pick up my magic crystal ball here. Anyways, I launch it. Fucking nothing but net. Sink it. Swish. My teammates all look at me. Hey! Wow! Okay. They're stoked. Now guess what? We go down the court. Do a little defense. They miss. We come back up the court. The adrenaline is coursing through me. I'm all juiced up. I'm so sauced. I'm having my like Mike moment. They throw me the ball. I'm like close to half court. Yeah. I'm feeling it. I'm on fire. Right? I peed before the game. I'm feeling lightweight. I'm moving. I shot put again. I get ready. I look. I'm like, swish. Fucking swish. I'm Damian Lillard out there. 2 for 2. The timeout's called. Timeout's called. Don't you mean Matthew Lillard? I'm Matthew Damian Lillard. You know, and we're at the end of the game. We're pretty far ahead. And then we kind of play the game out a little, just like normal play for the last like 2 minutes or whatever. Right? The game ends. The whole team is coming over. Hey, that was great, man. What the fuck? You can ball. The coach is like, whoa. He thinks he just drafted Luka Doncic or something, coming off the new kid. The new kid came off the bench, and I'm just bow, 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 bow. I'm not kidding. When the next practice, the coach is talking about what to do, like we're going over plays, and he says it kind of jokingly, but he goes, it's like that episode of fucking Fresh Prince. He goes, all right, here's the play. Pass it to Ian. The whole team laughs. Yeah, good. Yeah, that's probably the way to go. He straight up says that. Pass it to Ian. I don't think I made another shot for the rest of the season. I don't think I ever made a basket again. And that was so obvious immediately the next game. They throw it over. Pass it to Ian. Oh, he's going to cook. He's going to cook. Fucking airball. They tried a couple times too. It was really sad because the slow realization set in. Because they tried. They thought maybe I was having my I was having one of those off games. They were hoping maybe it'd come around. I was having a flu game, like Michael Jordan. They'd throw it to me, miss, 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 miss. And then slowly, the pass it to Ian, just... I'm not getting the ball anymore. I'm getting whistled up. Come sit down. Come sit down. I'm having a long COVID game. You had pre-COVID. Yep. Yeah, that's what it was. It was the moisture in the air. And actually, I didn't want to take all the shine. Was the thing I didn't want to take all the shine from the other players, right? So, but that's my basketball. Man, if I had these, it would have been a different story. If I had these, I'd be shooting from the inbound. I wouldn't even need to pass the ball in. Down the court. Swish, swish. But this is something that for between that game and the second game for about a week and a half, I was a basketball god. For about a week and a half. I was a god. Whoop. So, you know, it's heartbreaking how that went down. Talk hoops like this on the show, you'd bring the alphas in. Man, I talk about basketball at work. And everyone does that thing like, it reminds me of like when I was a kid and I would explain to my grandma like every single beat of Ice Age for like 2 hours. I would recount literally every single thing that happens in the movie Ice Age. And my grandma for 2 hours would go, uh-huh, 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 uh-huh. That's me talking basketball at work. They do humor me, though. They do humor me. But, Ian, you should have TTS. Yeah, I know. I really should turn it on. I'll turn it on this week. I'll figure out how to do it. Me when I'm talking about Minecraft. Uh-huh. Bro, I should just start talking about Ice Age more. I should bring it back. Bring it back. You know what? While we could have a little basketball conversation that is not that in depth, right? It's not alienating, but I do want to ask what you guys think because some drama happened in basketball this week with a player. And I'm really curious what you guys have to say about it. And it has you don't have to know about basketball, but first, really quick, I need to know. Okay, the Kings are losing, which sucks. And the Clippers are now losing as well. It's fucking double L.
Comikev 666 just gifted 1 subs.
Comikev, thank you for the gifted sub. And we have 420 viewers in here, guys. We have 420 viewers, brother. We have 420 viewers. Smoke up. Okay, I'm seeing people in chat. They know what I'm talking about. They know what I'm talking about. I want to ask you guys what you think about Draymond Green, who is a controversial basketball player who is not playing the Kings-Warriors game right now because he was suspended for stomping on another player. So let's pull up the clip. And see what you guys think about it. Here it is. Okay. So this was a couple days ago. It was the Sacramento Kings versus the Golden State Warriors. Draymond Green. He's sort of known as a guy in the league who does get a little rough, right? He's sort of, I don't know which, he's the big man, right? He's the big guy. So he's been having issues with this other player, Domantas Sabonis all night, who's a big guy on the other team, right? And so this is Draymond Green right here, and this is Domantas Sabonis. All right? Draymond is a cool name. I think he should win. Well, let's see. I want to hear what you guys think. So Sabonis goes down, and what he does is he holds Draymond Green's leg a little bit. Now, watch this. So they go. Oh, wait. Oh, is it down the line? They're giving us the whole sequence here. There it is. Okay, Sabonis is down. Here he is right here. And here's Draymond. Okay. Now, watch Sabonis. He kind of holds his leg, right? See, he held on. Now, you can kind of see it. He holds his leg, but then what Draymond does, he could have walked around him, but he stomps on his chest. And then he doesn't then step off his chest. He uses it as like a fucking trampoline with his... He jumps. He trampolines off this dude's rib cage. Watch this. I was like, he's holding me. He's holding me. The trampoline jump is crazy. That's... Boing. He's looking like he just came out of a Mario pipe. The way he popped out of there. A total stomp. And even if you think that Sabonis held his leg, even for a second right there, you can see it, which is, that's not good. Like, you don't hold his leg. But that's a fucking rib cage stomp. Now, in my opinion, so what happened after this, right, is Draymond Green gets ejected from the game. He gets tossed out of the game. But what happens after is that not only was he tossed out of the game, but the NBA said, you don't get to play the next game. So many NBA players are taking Draymond's side, so it's hard to tell. And Sabonis said he injured his ribs, but right after this, he threw down a dunk like he's fine. And it's interesting. I do think that's interesting that a lot of NBA people are taking Draymond's side, and I want to show the full context because I don't necessarily think this deserves an ejection. I think this deserves throwing him out of the game. I think for sure. But I think the suspension comes from what he does after this, which I think is way more egregious. Watch this. If they show the whole thing. So he's upset about it, right? He's on the ground. And Sabonis is probably playing it up because obviously he knows he has an opportunity to get Draymond Green ejected from the game. But here's where I think it goes too far. He comes back to the bench. Dude's on the floor. Now, they're playing in Sabonis' arena, right? This is the Kings arena. So there's a lot of Kings fans. You can hear them booing. They probably just showed the replay. The Kings fans are not happy. Now watch what Draymond does after this. They're all going, that's bullshit, whatever. Now he's saying he's holding me. He held my leg. He's high-fiving. Dude's still on the floor. Now let's see if we can fast forward to where... Here it is. So now he knows the fans are upset. One of their best players just got fucking stomped on. And this is how he reacts. He's going, come on. Let me hear you. Keep booing me. Fuck you guys. Fuck you guys. Boomy, I don't give a fuck. Fuck you. Come on. Come on. He's screaming at the audience. He jumps up on the stands. He's smiling and clapping. He's like, yeah? He's screaming at the Kings fans. I think that, personally, is why you'd get suspended for a game. I never saw the whole clip. Yeah, I mean, the NBA needs more of this WWE drama. Yeah, he's totally doing like WWE, which is funny. It's funny. It's entertaining. But when you get suspended from that, you can't be like, man, that's fucking bullshit. It's like he's screaming at the audience. He's grinning and clapping and smiling and doing like the Dwayne Johnson, like, can you smell what I'm cooking? He's up there doing that as this dude's like lying on the ground holding his ribs.
1/3 just resubscribed for 4 months. Weed chat.
1/3 Sam, thank you for the resub. He was asking for suspension at that point. Yeah, I mean, it seems pretty obvious that it was going to happen. Can you do that again? What you want me to do the It's funny because I also saw this clip. He's like known for doing this shit. I was listening to ESPN and who was saying this? Oh, what's his name? Fuck. He's on First Take. Oh, what's his name? Not Stephen A. JJ Redick. That's right. Thank you. Thank you, chat. Thank you. I love that I'm talking about basketball and you guys are just listening. I don't feel like that's crazy. Thank you for sticking around. I'm trying to talk about basketball stuff that is interesting regardless of if you care about basketball. I hope. But that's all the context, right? You guys have all the context.
Okay. However, I completely disagree.
I was listening to this dude, JJ Redick, who I feel like normally has pretty good takes. He was acting so shocked that he got suspended.
I'm not surprised that this happened.
Okay.
However, I completely disagree with this. He should not have been suspended. They spent 2 games trying to bait him. Sabonis over and over. You go back to the end of game 1. He pulls down Draymond Green on the defensive rebound. They go down. Wiggins misses the potential game winner.
Yeah.
I watched that clip 5 times yesterday from 3 different angles.
That's a lot of. I doubt it. That's 15 different versions. That's 15 different views. I feel like maybe you got 8 views out of it. Tell me you watched 3 angles 5 times? No, it was probably. But I think just because they're baiting him, like you saw, I showed the context. He held his leg. Just because you hold a leg, and they also gave him a foul for that, by the way, for fouling the leg. I believe he got a flagrant foul. The guy Sabonis who held his leg. Doesn't mean then it's justified to stomp on a dude's chest, moon shoes off of his ribs, jump up onto your seat, and do this to the crowd. Come on, let me hear you. Come on. I don't think that that's a balanced scale of what's going on here.
Not only does he pull him down, as Draymond's trying to get up, he reaches around and grabs his chest so he can't run down the court.
And these examples he's giving, I bet if you went back and you went play by play through the Kings game and the Warriors game, I bet you could find exact parallel situations where Draymond held a player or elbowed a little roughly a player or instigated, caused some problems. I don't necessarily buy this excuse. I mean, we just watched that compilation video. Like, it's clearly a history there. The dude's doing nutsack gags on Jimmy Kimmel. Like, it's part of his game. It's entertaining, but Like, you can't act so shocked.
Earlier in the fourth, Draymond gets a defensive rebound, makes the outlet pass. Sabonis elbows him as he's running by and then flops to the ground. And if we have an alternate angle, I don't know if we do, of the play, it's very clear that Sabonis grabs Klay Thompson, tries to rip him down to the ground to draw a foul, and flops and ends up at Draymond's ankle and then makes a dirty basketball play. That is a non-basketball play to grab someone's ankle. Malik Monk did it to Draymond. This was, I believe, part of the strategy.
Uh-huh.
I'm not saying Sabonis is a dirty player, but there's some dirty plays here.
If you're saying he's not a dirty player, but you're saying he's doing dirty plays, you're saying he's a dirty player. You're saying that's what you're saying. But I mean, I feel like Draymond is known to be a rough player. I feel like they're meeting the energy. Where obviously these clips, like, clearly he's, these should be called for fouls. I mean, but Draymond, I don't know. Did Draymond, like, kind of try and draw a foul there by getting in his way? His feet aren't planted. It could be it's not a charge. I don't know.
Malik Monk did it to Draymond. This was, I believe, part of the strategy. I'm not saying Sabonis is a dirty player, but there's some dirty plays here.
Okay.
There is some dirty plays. For the league to acknowledge that Draymond served a punishment, he got ejected, which I believe he should have been ejected, and I'm not condoning what he did.
Yes.
He served his punishment.
He goes on, I remember in the full clip, he goes on to act like this was almost like a rigged situation from the referees, which, once again, is a hilarious fucking statement to think that the NBA is rigging a game against the Golden State Warriors. Why would the NBA want the Golden State Warriors, probably one of the most profitable franchises in the NBA, it's in their best interest for the Warriors to keep winning? Why would they want the Sacramento Kings to go far? I don't know. It's just it's an interesting it's an interesting situation. I heard that the other day with the Lakers and the Minnesota Timberwolves. People were saying that the referees and the NBA were trying to rig it for the Minnesota Timberwolves to beat the Los Angeles Lakers, which is just insane. I'm curious. I tried to lie about my ad blocker. I tried. I never imagined you being such a big sports guy. Just basketball, really. The NBA's most valuable teams. I'm curious. Obviously Lakers would be number one. What would be second? Probably the Knicks. Or the Warriors? Is there like a list? Wait. Suns Clippers close. Kings look like they're going to lose this one. Even with Draymond gone, all that crying about it. They're doing better without him. With Draymond gone, they're up by 15. Maybe they should keep him out. What is Steph? 22 points. Yeah, I mean, everyone's doing their thing. Steph just cooked. Okay. Most valuable basketball franchises. Let's go all the way bottom. Or actually, no. I wanna look down. Pelicans dead last. New Orleans dead last. Grizzlies, the Timberwolves are the third worst profitable franchise in basketball. So clearly the NBA would rig it for them to be in the playoffs. That's very good for the NBA. OKC, Charlotte, Pistons, Magic, Cavs, Pacers, Nuggets, Jazz, Spurs, Hawks, Trailblazers, Kings, Bucks. Everyone hates on the Los Angeles Clippers, by the way. Says no one cares about the Clippers. No one cares about they have no fans. You know, that's what you hear from Clippers fans. I haven't seen them yet. They are a very valued franchise above all these other teams. The Wizards, the Suns, Miami, the 76ers, the Dallas Mavericks, the Houston Rockets, the Toronto Raptors. Everyone goes, why are the Clippers even in Los Angeles? Move them to Seattle. Move them to Vegas. Move them to San Diego. Clearly it's working. Clippers, 7th. Yeah, move them by. 7th most valuable franchise, never moving. And actually, they're getting their own new arena that looks fucking gorgeous. Look at this place. It opens next year. This looks sick. So, no more crypto. No more crypto arena. They have the big Frank Ocean screen. They should just play the Frank Ocean concert up on here. Yeah, I'm excited to see some games in there. That'll be cool. The Nets, the Celtics. Dude, that's crazy that the Clippers, 3.73 billion, 3.92 billion. The Boston Celtics, not that far off. Chicago Bulls, Lakers 3rd? What? I thought the Lakers would have been 1st. I live near the new stadium. Residents aren't all that happy. I mean, yeah, I would imagine so. Inglewood's got SoFi, and then the Forum, and now this one. It's just becoming like Arenaville. I do feel bad for, you know, the how that affects the community. You know, obviously a lot of people will spout all the, you know, job creation and things from new arena and stuff, but I feel like I've read that it creates a weird sort of vacuum to the community in a way. I don't that has a lot of negative impacts. So I guess the Knicks are 1st, but then I'm like, who's 2nd? Who am I forgetting? It would be the Oh, well, the Warriors. Yeah, duh. But no, apparently, according to JJ Redick, the NBA might be rigging in the Sacramento Kings' favor. I'm sure the ratings would be much better for them if the Warriors lose. Stadium don't help job economy. Yeah, I mean, I it feels like a talking point that doesn't seem like it's necessarily that valid. I don't know. I've read more negative, and I know it has issues with the communities that sort of have to what's the word? Sort of cede to this new like entity that just takes over the area. John Oliver had a video on it. I'll have to check that out. Is Golden State Cali? Yeah. San Francisco. Or just the general Bay Area, I guess. The Warriors used to be in why? Oh my god, my brain. What the fuck? I just had Oakland. Oh my god. That's so bad. I lived in San Francisco for a year. How am I forgetting the name of Oakland? I've gone to Warriors games in Oakland. I wonder what's the list for football teams. You'd probably think like the most valuable would be like the Patriots, right? What? Like the Cowboys? Cowboys, Patriots, 49ers. I don't know. It's the Cowboys, yeah. I don't know. I don't know much. I'm pretty clueless with football, to be honest. I know basketball. I don't know football. But that seems like it would be the Cowboys. I have all my timeline. I've got what's happening. Suns at Clippers, Curry and the Clippers. Down 3 points at halftime without Kawhi, and Paul George is a win, especially when the Clippers can play much better than they did in the first half. I love the optimism. Shout out, Joey Lynn. Shout out. Anyways, that's enough basketball talk. I apologize, guys. I've been talking about it for ages. Let me see what the news is with this weed. Okay. It was a 420 deal, Sam says. She has backups. She got a vape cartridge. Oh, and a premium sativa blunt. Okay. She balled out. I think she bought a juicer. 420 special. Okay, well there's the there's the basketball news. I'm keeping an eye on the score in the other tab. Something smells good. Sam's making shrimp. And it smells good. God, yeah, I am starving. I've fallen off the wagon the last week with exercise and stuff. Jeff, friend of the show, Jeff Nippard, he's been checking in, making sure I've still been working out. He's holding me accountable. That's the homie right there. He is a good man. Yes. That's really cool of him to still be like...
Eric Thieded just subscribed.
Eric, thank you. Thank you for the Prime. Thank you.
Milton Alvarez 1170 just gifted 1 subs.
Milton Alvarez, thank you for the gifted. Thank you. Appreciate you. Yeah, Jeff... he checked in. He was like, "Hey, how we talked to what was that, like 2 months ago or something now? I don't know." But he checked in. He was like, "Hey, man, how have things been going? How's working out been going?" I was telling him about the plan I was using and all that stuff.
The underscore Devil Moose just subscribed.
The Devil Moose, thank you for the sub. Thank you so much. Really, really cool guy. So, I'll have to go tomorrow. I gotta go back. I gotta get back into it. I don't want to let it settle. It's because I was starting to build a habit, and then I kind of missed a few days because I was burnt out coming off Coachella and stuff. But I want to go see the Nike movie. Maybe I'll go tomorrow. Have any of you guys seen it?
Budsy underscore 0 just resubscribed for 4 months. Appreciate you, Ian.
Budsy, I appreciate you, my friend. Thank you for the resub, Budsy. You're a true juicer. What is this movie? Are you a regular smoker? God, no. No, not even close. That's why Sam was scaring me with this crazy joint she supposedly bought. Nike made a movie? Yeah, it's called Air. Why did I just Google image search Air? Thank you. I haven't smoked, I promise. I just clicked on images. Yeah, Nike made a movie, guys. Looks pretty cool, right? What do you think? Looks super cinematic. Air movie. It's got Benny Aff. It's got Bia Fleck, Jay Bateman, Maddie D. Too pretentious. He's kind of got the Sandler fit on. The thing is, I haven't seen it yet, right? The Rotten Tomatoes score, 92%, and audience scored 98%. I'm sure it's good, but it's one of those things where it's basically going to be a big advertisement for Nike. You know? It's just going to be a whole ass Nike ad. Like, you know they're not going to include stuff like Nike allegedly stealing the design for the sorry, I'm chewing. Sorry. Let's see. From what? Onitsuka or whatever it's called? Let's see. Where is it? The Nike Cortez. What is the story there? I'm curious if there's like a video on it. Which came first, the Nike Cortez or Onitsuka Tiger Corsair? There's some lore involving these two shoes, and I'm not super familiar. I'm curious. There's got to be some video. The Costanzas? I want the drama. Where's the long video from Patrick CC? Most of you might know the Nike Cortez, as it's become one of the most recognizable silhouettes in the history of sneakers. But what you might not know is that the design might have been ripped off. I'm not saying that's what Patrick sounds like, but there's always like a video on a topic that sounds just like that. Dude, maybe I'll do it. If no one's stepping up to the plate, but there's gotta be one. Well, wait, I mean, this has 3 million views. Maybe this is what I'm looking for. Dude, is he going to say exactly what I just said? Let's see how close it is.
Sneaker world, there are a few shoes that stand the test of time. The ones that do rise above the noise and become true classics, from a quick trend to a staple. In order for a shoe to have paramount success, it not only needs to be adopted by sneaker enthusiasts, but also the general public. A perfect example of such sneakers is the one and only, the iconic, the infamous Nike Cortez.
You all know it.
That's right, Vato, the most gangster shoe of all time. The Nike Cortez reaches all the way back to the mid-1960s, way before the shoe became closely associated with the LA gang culture, and way before Nike was even Nike in the...
Dude, I gotta do like a... I gotta get on the short form documentary subject channel grind. I could slam these out. I'd do it, but just make everything up. The dark history of Nike. That's perfect. That's exactly what we need. And I just make up the names of people. The executive of marketing at the time, Bobo Jones, had a fondness for high-top sneakers. The history of Bobo Jones. The dark history of Nike is so funny. The shoe that almost happened. Yeah, dude. I could get cooking.
The company's name was still Blue Ribbon Sports, or simply
Right.
BRS. BRS operated as a U.S. distribution company for the Japanese brand Onitsuka Tiger, a brand we know today as ASICS. In 1966, legendary Oregon track and field coach Bill Bowerman, together with Onitsuka Tiger, designed the predecessor to the Cortez. The shoe was called the TG24. In 1967, Bill Bowerman and Phil Knight decided to change the model name to the Tiger Mexico. You might be thinking to yourself, why the hell would they call a shoe made in Japan for American consumers Mexico? Well, the change in name was motivated by the upcoming 1968 Olympic Games, which was being hosted in Mexico. Bill and Phil thought the name to be more market friendly. Thankfully, there was disagreements between BRS and Onitsuka Tiger regarding the new name. With the Olympic Games fast approaching, they decided to settle on the name Aztec, inspired by Mexican history and the Aztec Empire. Hold on just a minute though. They changed the name again? Turns out, a German sports company by the name of Adidas
I've
had
heard
some
of them.
beef with the name. It appears that using the Aztec moniker on
Love the music. Great music.
a running shoe was too close to the Adidas Azteca Gold track shoe. Finally, Bill Bowerman and Phil Knight decided to call the shoe the Cortez, inspired by the Spanish conquistador Hernan Cortez, who in the 1500s defeated the Aztecs in the march on
we're going
Tenochtitlan. The shoe was received well by
And then at that point, Napoleon was banished. His empire was raised, which led to
serious athletes, and more importantly, the shoe was a hit with casual runners, also known as the jogging movement, a movement that Bill Bowerman helped create. It was the #1 best-selling
jogging
shoe in the
movement?
history of BRS and Onitsuka Tiger, but behind the scenes, Blue Ribbon Sports and Onitsuka's partnership was deteriorating. In 1971, Blue Ribbon Sports officially changed their name to Nike, and by 1972, Nike broke off all ties with Onitsuka Tiger. So who got to keep the rights to the Cortez? Well, it was decided that both companies could use the shoe style, but only Nike got to use the name Cortez. Thanks to the shoe's massive success, Nike was on the forefront of sporting goods for the first time. This gave the company an immense opportunity to establish themselves as a legitimate brand. The original model for the shoe was in white leather. It had a red swoosh and a blue line in the midsole. A few years later, Nike released a woman's version of the shoe. It was called the Señorita Cortez. One day, a pair of the Señorita Cortez arrived for the Hollywood actress Farrah Fawcett, and she wore them in an episode of Charlie's Angels. Check out this scene from the episode where she's skateboarding with Cortezes on.
Okay. Got the instructions.
Charlie's Angels 1976 is going to claim my stream. I hear Charlie's Angels 1976 is very copyright happy. Let's roll the dice anyway.
The diamonds.
Same time. Okay.
Okay.
This brought Nike wild success and
That helped. Now I understand that the shoe can be worn on feet. I wasn't sure before, but seeing Farrah Fawcett, I get it now. I understand. What's your shoe size? 10. 10 and a half.
and sales went through the roof. Back in 1976, Nike secured their first pro athlete endorsement with Steve Prefontaine, and at one point even had Elton John rocking a pair of Cortezes. This was massive exposure for the brand, and it perpetuated Nike to the forefront of culture and athletic wear. In the 1980s, the Nike Cortez was becoming increasingly popular among West Coast gangs like the Bloods, Crips, MS-13, and many more. The gang MS-13 in particular actually adopted the Nike Cortez as part of their uniform. Functioning as a sign of allegiance, gang members sported the Cortez and khaki pants as the official outfit for the gang. It is widely known that colors are more than stylistic choices when it comes to gangs like Bloods and Crips. Colors are actually used to signal gang affiliation. For example, Bloods wear red and Crips wear blue, while East Coast gangs like the Latin Kings wear black and gold. Fast forward to the late 80s and early 90s. The rise of gangster rap from the likes of groups like NWA began to have a huge impact on the popularity of the shoe. In the hood, the shoes become known as the Dope Man Nikes, named after the NWA song Dope Man. The Nike Cortez was released nationwide and it reached millions, but it was the city of Los Angeles that would identify with the shoe the most. In recent years, the Nike Cortez has become less notorious. Still worn by hip-hop artists and celebrities around the world, the Cortez continues to be rocked by fashion-savvy people, and the shoe is constantly being celebrated by LA artists like Mr. Cartoon and Kendrick Lamar, both who have their own signature model. This year marks the shoe's 46th anniversary.
Not a fan of these. No offense to Kendrick, I don't. These shoes look like, you know, when you get a Halloween costume and they come with like fake shoes.
The Cortez is an iconic shoe that will never stop serving up new colorways, many of which go on to become collector's items. At various stages in its success, the Nike Cortez has become the official shoe of the jogging movement, the streets of Los Angeles, gangs, and who knows what's to come. There is no doubt that the Nike Cortez is a foundational piece of footwear's past and future. I doubt that these shoes will ever go out of style. What do you guys think? Do you guys like the Nike Cortez? Have you ever owned a pair? Do you still associate it with gang culture? Please
leave your answer down in the comments below, guys. I want to hear, have you ever owned shoes? Have you guys ever had shoes? Drop a comment, drop a like, drop a sub. If you've ever you know, sprained your ankle, Frank Ocean, drop a like, drop a comment. Don't forget to smash that button. So I kind of remembered vaguely. So now I didn't realize that it was Asics was. So this brand Onitsuka Tiger made the. If I've followed that correctly, made a shoe that, in collaboration with what was Nike at the time, but it was going under a different name, Blue Ribbon Sports. And then they split off. Nike kept the Cortez. And Onitsuka Tiger got to sell their own version. I kind of want some of these. These are hype. Maybe I'll snag a pair. The name goes hard. I agree. I hadn't heard of it, but Onitsuka Tiger is like it's a cool name. But it's just Asics now? Well, they still have a website. Asics Tiger? I'm interested in the lore here. Huh. Okay, I see.
Daniela just resubscribed for 4 months.
Daniela, thank you for the resub. Thank you. I got the shoes from an estate sale. The previous owner of the shoes died. You got those spooky boots. The ghost. You got some like stinky ass ghost foot in there. Haunted by the smell of the prior owner. It's a good score. These are kind of slick. Just for something to just like slip on and you take the trash out or run to the store or something. I came so close to, and I didn't. Ultimately, I didn't. And I'll tell you why. I chose against it. I came so close to buying this stupid fucking shoe. I really thought about it. I thought it would be funny. I straight up carded it because I was like, oh, it's cool that you can wear it both ways. You could slip it on like a slide, or you could wear it as like an open-toed, like regular sandal shoe. Even for the meme, it's not worth it. Yeah, you know what changed my mind? Donald Glover. Donald Glover changed my mind because Donald Glover mischief shoe. I saw Donald Glover wearing this stupid shoe. With this fucking QR code t-shirt and this shoe. And I decided against it. I changed my mind. And I like Donald Glover, but I think it's the orange. I think the orange is throwing it off. I feel like, and it looks heavy. It looks like very front heavy. Maybe he was thinking the same as you. I mean, I carded it. This could have been me at the Clipper game. Wearing this, and it's in a Selena Haley t-shirt. This could have been me. But then I saw him in it, and every fucking tweet, they were cooking this man. No, just no. Nah. 0 days without nonsense. Why? Donald, no. Vomit. Clown shoes. What the fuck is that? Trash. Nah. They cooked his ass, and he saved me here from making this purchase. So I appreciate that. Shout out to Donald Glover for holding it down. The thing is, I feel like there's a way to make this shoe in an interesting way. But where it works. Like the idea of a shoe that it's like one side is for slides and the other side is more for like more of a regular shoe. I feel like there's got to be a way to do that in a way that doesn't look goofy. It like, I don't know, it triangles down and it's more of like, it meshes better. Where this, I get what they're going for. It's more of it's this visually jarring. which is the whole point. I mean, it's mischief. That's their whole shtick. But there's got to be a way to do this where it isn't as visually jarring. I don't know. Heelys. It's... You push down your tennis shoe and slide it on. Yeah, some sort of like, you know, depending on what you need. If you need a situation, like I said, you don't want to put socks on, you don't want to do that, you want to just slide something on really quick. When you run down and meet the weed man who brought something way too strong. You can't be wearing these. I own a different pair of mischief shoes. I own the Gobstompers, the Jimmy Fallons. They use Jimmy Fallon in all the marketing, and I think they're really cool. Is these right here. And they have like layers. You can see like the different colors. So then, but I haven't done this. I need to do this. You take like a sander or something, and if you take it's meant to be if you scuff them a lot, but I've been wearing them a lot and they're not getting scuffed and achieving the filter. So you kind of have to sand them down or something. And if you sand them down, it reveals colors. Like a jawbreaker. Which I think is a super, super cool idea. This is like if you scuff the shit out of it. But mine just look like this, and I've been wearing them a bunch, so, you know, I kind of got to, you know, scuff them up a bit. Hey, Lauren, hello. Thank you for the sub.
Lauren just resubscribed for 3 months.
Thank you for the resub. Hello, hello, hello. We're just talking. We've been talking shoes. Who am I? What am I? We've been talking shoes and basketball. This is my new. What's the word? My new vertical. Sneakers and basketball. It's a new me. This is new me. It's my new vertical interests. This is how we broaden out the people that watch this. Now let's talk about chicks. Let's talk about cracking open a cold one with the boys. You know? Slamming back a couple brewskis. Talk about... Well, the next step is cars, right? We gotta talk about cars, man. This is like Barstool Sports, my favorite media outlet. See, we're already this is the audience. We're expanding it out. We got a couple Bud Lights. Have you tried this new craft beer? We got to hit the shoes. We crack open some cold ones. We talk about the ball game. And we talk about the car. We talk about like fucking like titties or something, man. I'm whispering, you know. Sam's in the other room. We talk about like fucking titties, man. We talk about titties. Mine. If I keep slamming shrimp. What the fuck? fuck are these, dude? The AliExpresses. The AliExpress Eva Gundams. What the fuck? This was just on Google. I got the AliExpress ones. These are crazy. Well, guys, it's been a fun stream. Happy watching you, Stead. Yeah, I mean, well, unfortunately, I gotta go get Sam a big Wawa. But I'll be back on again soon. I've missed streaming. It's fun. I'm glad to have been able to hop on. So, all right, guys. Have a good night. Shout out Weed Chat. Happy 420. Stay chilled out. And I'll talk to y'all soon, okay? Ta-ta. Bye. Well, just I'm,